Hello girls, welcome to this video lecture. ಇದು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನ 11ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು few more examples on curl of a vector field. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕರ್ಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಲವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕರ್ಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. This example we have been given phi and f along with vector g. So phi is a scalar field, f and g are vector fields. We have to find curl phi f. So phi is known, f is known. First let us find phi f, then apply curl to it. So phi is being multiplied to f. This is like scalar multiplication. So x, y, z is multiplied to each and every component of the vector f. So you have phi f. So phi is multiplied to x, z here. Phi is multiplied to a minus x here, and phi is also multiplied to y here. So you are ready with phi f. Phi f is ready. We need to find curl phi f. So for phi f, let us apply the curl. So operator curl, when we apply, we know that for computational purpose, we have to write it as a determinant so that we can easily get the curl of that particular vector field. So once you have this, you just try to expand this and simplify. That gives you curl of the given vector field. In this case, it is phi into f. The second example is you have to find curl f cross g. So we know f, we know g. First find f cross g, then apply curl to that. So both f and g are vectors. Therefore, we have to apply the vector product or the cross product of those two vectors. F is given to be zi hat minus xj hat plus yk hat, and g is given to be yi hat plus zj hat plus minus xk hat. So you know how to find the cross product of two vectors a cross b. So you have I hat, j hat, k hat, a1, a2, a3, b1, b2, b3. So here we have f and g. So we have to write the components of I, j, k accordingly for the vectors f and g in second and third rows respectively. So once you have the determinant ready, expand it. So you are ready with f cross g. So f cross g, you can see, is a vector. So for this vector, I need to apply curl. So consider curl of f cross g. So now this time f cross g's components we need to take in the third row of this determinant. So write the components of f cross g in the third row and expand this so that you are going to get the required result. In this example, a vector, position vector of a point is given. R is equal to xi hat plus yj hat plus zk hat. And we have to show that vector r by r cube is both solenoidal and irrotational. So solenoidal means we need to show that divergence of this vector is 0, and irrotational means we need to show that curl of this vector is equal to 0. So one by one let us consider. Let us take the r by r cube, vector r by r cube as the vector f, which is nothing but 1 by r cube times xi hat plus yj hat plus zk hat. So once f is ready, we have to find div f. To show that f is solenoidal, we have to show that divergence of f is equal to 0. So consider now divergence of f. And we know according to the definition, divergence of f is nothing but dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z, which in the summation notation is written as summation dou f1 by dou x. Let us call this as equation 1. Once you are ready with equation 1, you can just go for writing your components f1 and find dou f1 by dou x. Since you have both x and function of r, therefore you have to be very careful. You should make use of dou r by dou x, which we are already familiar how to get this. Once r is given in terms of x, y and z, we know modulus of r is nothing but root x square plus y square plus z square, which on differentiation gives us dou r by dou x, dou r by dou y and dou r by dou z. We have all considered this many a times in our previous sessions. So we can just remember that to write our dou r by dou x. So we have to apply, either you apply the quotient rule or apply the product rule. Well, if you are applying the product rule, here I have applied the product rule by considering x as first function and 1 by r cube or r to the power minus 3 as second function. So you are going to get dou f1 by dou x. And you can see that dou f2 by dou y, dou f3 by dou z, you can cyclically replace and get the required terms dou f2 by dou x, dou f3 by dou z. So dou f1 by dou x, when you simplify after applying x by r, will give you minus 3 r to the power minus 5 x square plus r to the power minus 3. So for your reference, this dou r by dou x is found here. You can see here how we have found dou r by dou x, and similarly we can write dou r by dou y, and there is dou r by dou z here, which we are not able to see now because of this. Similarly, you can write dou f2 by dou y and dou f3 by dou z. Once you are ready with dou f1 by dou x, dou f2 by dou y, dou f3 by dou z, take to the equation 1, substitute everything and simplify. While simplifying, use the fact that x square plus y square plus z square is nothing but r square. Once you substitute, you can see that that turns out to be 0. Hence, divergence of f equal to 0, which means that f is solenoidal. So we have proved f is solenoidal. Now it is we have to prove that curl f is also equal to 0, so that we can say f is irrotational. So to show that f is irrotational, we have to show that curl f is equal to 0. So consider curl f. F is known, therefore you just write in terms of determinant and then take up the expansion of determinant, and after expanding you can see that these terms have to be differentiated accordingly. This with respect to y, this with respect to z, and so on. So one by one we can consider and try to simplify. So each and every term has been differentiated, and after differentiating you need to use the values for dou r by dou x, dou r by dou y and dou r by dou z. So once you apply the values of dou r by dou x, dou r by dou y and dou r by dou z and simplify, you can see that you are going to get a 0 vector. So for this vector field vector r by r cube, the vector field is both solenoidal and irrotational. In this example, a function of r is given as r to the power n into vector r is irrotational for all values of n and solenoidal for n equal to minus 3. So we need to show that this vector field is irrotational, whatever is the value of n, but this will be solenoidal only when n is equal to minus 3. So we shall take up f to be as r to the power n into vector r is irrotational. We have to show that curl f is equal to 0. To show that this is irrotational, we have to show curl f equal to 0. So take that vector r is xi hat plus yj hat plus zk hat. Therefore, the components of f will become x r to the power n, y r to the power n and z r to the power n. So you have the determinant, expand the determinant and perform these differentiations. After performing the differentiations, once again take the values of dou r by dou x, dou r by dou y, dou r by dou z, substitute and simplify. You can see that that turns out to be 0. Curl f turns out to be 0, implies that it is not depending on any value of n. Whatever is n, this is going to be 0. Therefore, you can say that f is irrotational for all values of n. And for f to be solenoidal, we have to show that divergence of f is equal to 0. So f is ready. So find dou f1 by dou x, dou f2 by dou y and dou f3 by dou z. Substitute them and check for what value that expression is going to be 0. So with the help of f1, we can find dou f1 by dou x, and that turns out to be n r to the power n x square plus r to the power n. So you can write it for dou f2 by dou y and dou f3 by dou z. Similarly, you are going to get these values. Now you are ready with dou f1 by dou x, dou f2 by dou y and dou f3 by dou z. Substitute them together and use x square plus y square plus z square is equal to r square. So simplifying will give you the expression n plus 3 into r to the power n. So we have got divergence of f in this case is n plus 3 into r to the power n. And we know r is not 0 except at origin. R is never 0. So other than origin, this is 0 only when n is equal to minus 3. Therefore, we can say divergence of f is 0 only when n plus 3 equal to 0, which means that n is equal to minus 3. Therefore, f is going to be solenoidal when n is equal to minus 3. This is one more example where we'll have to show that the given vector field is irrotational. This is a very simple exercise which you all can easily solve. So you have been given a vector, call that vector as f, and apply the curl to that vector and simplify. You have to expand this determinant and simplify. Then that should be turning out to be 0. Only then you can say that the given vector f is irrotational. To show that this vector is irrotational, you have to show that curl f is equal to 0. So for curl f, you take the determinant, expand and simplify. If that turns out to be 0, you can say that the given vector is irrotational. So there is one more example here where you need to show that this vector is also irrotational. So the process remains the same. Take f, find curl f, and after simplifying, if it turns out to be 0, you simply say that the given vector f is irrotational. There are few references, also some websites from where we have taken the images and also the animations. Thank you.